Yeah, I'm trying to motion to Kelly, but Welcome and good evening, and happy graduation day to you seniors. It is so lovely to see you all sitting out there here to support and celebrate the class of 2023. My name is April Camuso, and I'm principal here at Hopkins Academy. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the families of our graduates, faculty and staff, school committee members, trustees, administration, and Hadley Media for making tonight possible. And of course, a big shout out to our graduates, the class of 2023. The class of 2023 is best described as one of a kind, filled with convictions, independent, and committed to one another. If you were able to attend class night, you saw a history that showed this group together through the years, always having fun, always supporting each other, and always looking for more adventures to come. While some students appeared in later years, these students too quickly became a part of the class. You are a class that the entire staff value and enjoy. Your humor was pervasive, your commitment to learning exemplary, and your independence exceptional, maybe too much at times. The class of 2023 has leadership, passions, and beliefs which have guided them through their studies, internships, athletic tournaments, concerts, clubs, and more. Their accomplishments are many, as you will see this evening, and we look forward to hearing about the accomplishments yet to come. We are so proud of them. I'd like to introduce one such remarkable person who's ready to take on the role. Our valedictorian this year is Pema Ziddig. A leader of her class and peers, Pema is a genuine person whose contributions to her class have been numerous. And so, here to share the address to the class is our valedictorian, Pema Ziddig.
When we were in second grade, we got little certificates commending every one of us for achievements and traits. Izzy got Best Smile, Ethan got the Best Sunny Disposition Award, while I got Most Improved Speaker. Not the best speaker, not the most charismatic or the most convincing, but the most improved. While I appreciated this, I do think it might have been a pity award because for years after and throughout my life, I have been told that I'm too quiet, felt public speaking anxiety, and have had to repeat myself countless times after being hit with, "Wait, what did you say?" But somewhere along the way, something shifted. As we've learned and grown together, I have realized that a voice is not only heard through the volume of its speaker, but through the weight and relevance of its words. A strong voice is one that affects people, that says something truly meaningful. And as I have developed my voice, so has every person sitting on this stage here today. Because if there's one thing our grade is not, it's quiet, as I'm sure our teachers are very familiar with. But genuinely, I and all of you families out there have seen us grow up into people that take initiative, care about others, and want to make a difference. Whether it's Ashley running for class president and rising to the challenge, Lucy going down to help the ninth grade English class when it's not even her TA, or Patrick talking to everyone, even complete strangers, everywhere the class goes. I can see the reach of your words and your actions. We have come so far as a class together, from as early as preschool to today, our high school graduation. I may not have been close with every one of you, and I may not ever see some of you again. But despite that, I want all of you to know that you aren't strangers to me, and that the years growing up together, the collective memories that we share do bond us together. You can go off to college, you can try to leave it all in the past, but this place and all of us are so interwoven with the memory of growing up that it's just not possible. All I ask is that if you do try to forget, leave the bad and take the good. Let your childhood years be something that you can look back on fondly. Take what you've learned here and use it to strengthen your voice for all that you will do and say in the future. I implore you all to speak up for yourselves so that you may speak out for others. Most importantly, those that cannot advocate for themselves. As the daughter of Tibetan immigrants whose family has had to escape oppressive occupation and start from nothing as refugees, I have my voice against all odds. So remember, it is what you say and how you say it that determines how far your words travel. So now, after a decade, from second grade to 12th, I think I can finally accept that award. Not just for myself, but for all of us. Thank you.
Thank you, Emma. Tonight, we would like to recognize several of our seniors by presenting them with a variety of awards and scholarships. Hopkins has a long tradition of acknowledging seniors' accomplishments on this evening, and descriptions of all awards can be found in the program. As I call upon a recipient, that student will please come to the podium to receive their award. As some students will have more than one award, please hold your applause until after all awards for that student are read. All right, our first recipient is Al Medensky for the Richard A. Graves Memorial Scholarship. You. Next, we have Alexandra Gothier, who has received the Lisa Marie Wiskevitz Memorial Award and the Sheriff Patrick J. Cahalan Scholarship Award. Thank you. Next is Ashley Arriaga Escalante with the May and Oscar Johnson Scholarship, the Dr. Harry Portman Memorial Scholarship, and the Constance Ann Najetsky Memorial. You're welcome. Next is Brooke Rashawn with the Independent Order of Odd Fellows. Next, we have Cameron Wade with the Leon G. Gazensky Memorial Scholarship and the Hampshire County Farm Bureau. Chloe Jekanowski has received the John S. Simkowitz Memorial Scholarship. Next, we have Cody West, who's received the Chet By Junior Athletic Baseball Award, the Sports Booster Club Athletic Awards, Michelle Searle Scholarship, and the Edward F. Kelly Memorial. Daisy Venditti has received the Florence M. Reed English Prize, the Hope Grange Youth Mathematics Prize, the Sports Booster Club Athletic Awards, and the Tom Kazensi Memorial Scholarship. Next is Ethan Witowitz, who has received the Christopher M. Delisle Scholarship, the Joseph Michael Konecki Jr. Award, the Quincy Jones Scholarship Award, the Paul A. Klomoski Soccer Award, the Edward Dudkowitz Training Scholarship, the Sam Koch Memorial Award, and the Barbara Konecki Memorial Scholarship. Isabel Palmazzano has received the Michael R. Grabiak Jr. Memorial Scholarship, the Sports Booster Club Athletic Award, and the Sam Koch Memorial Award. Jessica Murkowski has received the American Legion Scholarships, the Hadley Mothers Club Prize, the Michael R. Grabiak Jr. Memorial Scholarship, the Matthew Cushie, Sam Pollard, and the Marion Purdy Memorial Scholarship. Justin Gould has received the Peg Dion Memorial Scholarship, the Stanley and Stasha Kazera Memorial Scholarship, the John Philip Sousa Band Award, and the Louis Armstrong Award. Casey Earl has received the John J. Puginski Scholarship, the Hadley Young Men's Club, the Chet By Junior Athletic Soccer Award, and the Coaches Award. Caitlin Kelly has received the Margaret L. Kelly Memorial Scholarship, the Adolph and Mary Puginski Scholarship, the Hadley Education Association Scholarship, and the Edward F. Kelly Memorial. Lucy Howard has received the Noreen Jacobus Talley, the Sandra Walsh Kelly Memorial Scholarship, and the National School Choral Award. Patrick Fitzgibbons has received the Faculty Award, the Woody Herman Jazz Ensemble Award, the Teddy S. Soldega Memorial Scholarship, Sports Booster Club Athletic Award, the Edward F. Kelly Memorial. You're welcome. Pema Zidek has received the Hadley Mothers Club Prize and the Rotary Scholarship. Ryan Quinlan has received the Teddy S. Soldega Memorial Scholarship. Sage Reyes has received the Hadley Young Men's Club Award. Sarah Wright received the Constance Higgins Alumni Prize. Taylor Berry has received the Sandra Walsh Kelly Memorial Scholarship and the Alan M. Daniels Memorial Award. And Tegan Berry has received the Peter Allen Jaganowski Memorial Scholarship. Okay, and we also have Tyler Robinson, who received the Joseph E. Cowell Jr. Memorial Scholarship. Thank you. Thank you.
We would now like to welcome Dr. Joseph Zugrodnik, a member of Hopkins Academy's Board of Trustees, to announce the Trustee Awards. Every year, the Board of Trustees is generous enough to award senior scholarships. These scholarships are greatly appreciated by our graduates in their journey to further educate themselves and reach their future goals. On behalf of the class of 2023, thank you all for your support and generosity throughout our years at Hopkins.
To qualify for the Hopkins Academy Trustee Scholarships, the students have to fill out a brief form indicating their pretty much biography, intent, what they plan to do, and also they get 2 letters of recommendation from someone from the school system. Then they write an essay of their hopes and desires for the future, and we also get a chance to look at their academic records too. So without any further ado, the first trustee scholarship for $1,000 goes to Brian Cody West. All right. The next $1,000 scholarship goes to Sage Reyes. The next $1,000 scholarship, Casey Ann Earl. The next $1,000 scholarship goes to Cameron Wade. The next scholarship is a $2,000 scholarship. Goes to Jessica Markowski. The next $2,000 scholarship goes to Isabel Palmisano. The next $2,000 scholarship goes to Chloe Jekanowski. The next scholarship for $2,800 goes to Brooke Beauchamp. Scholarship for $2,800 goes to Daisy Benetti. The next scholarship for $3,600 goes to Sarah Wright. And last but not least is a scholarship for $3,600 goes to Pema Zedig. This kind of concludes the scholarships from the trustees. I'd like to make one editorial comment to the parents in the crowd. My first year at Amherst College was $1,640. This year, for Pema, it's going to be $84,500. It's a burden. You hope to get a lot of scholarship money, but nevertheless, education is still worth it. Thank you so much.
It's my pleasure and honor to introduce someone who gives back to the community in more ways than one, including coming to our graduation today. Born and raised in Worcester, Massachusetts, Congressman Jim McGovern has devoted his life to service. Since 1997, he has been a part of the United States House of Representatives, representing Massachusetts' 2nd Congressional District since 2013. Congressman McGovern has had several accomplishments over the years, between increasing Pell Grant funding for low-income students to afford college, to securing funding for the creation of a Wounded Warrior Service Dog Pilot Program to help wounded veterans live with independence and dignity, to promoting and expanding the Land and Water Conservation Fund program, and authorizing legislation to create a federal advisory council on grandparents raising grandchildren in the light of the opioid epidemic. Congressman Jim McGovern works to support the people of all backgrounds and circumstances to have better economic opportunities. Congressman McGovern is also a global leader who is passionate about working to defend all human rights and bring people together. The class of 2023 wants to thank him for taking time out of his incredibly busy schedule to be here with us today. Would everyone please give a warm welcome to Congressman Jim McGovern?
Well, first of all, let me thank Brooke for the very generous introduction, and I understand that she's starting to work in my office this Wednesday. So I'm looking forward to that. And let me also recognize Pema Zedig, who gave an inspirational, wonderful valedictorian speech. So thank you so much for that. And there were so many wonderful graduates up here, and some I know, Taylor and Tegan I know, but there are others that I've come into contact with over the years, and so this is a great day. So Principal Camuso, Superintendent McKenzie, members of the Board of Trustees, members of the school committee, town officials, faculty, staff, family, and friends, it is an honor to be with all of you here today. And to the graduates of the class of 2023, congratulations on a job well done. You deserve every bit of excitement during this moment. And soon you will receive your diplomas, and you will join the fabric of Hopkins Academy alumni stretching back to 1664. That's quite an accomplishment. And I have to admit, I'm a little self-conscious about addressing you all because, quite frankly, I wasn't that great of a student. Um, in fact, when I got my diploma in college, I think I had to pry it out of the dean's hand. Um, and I remember shortly after I got elected to Congress, I was invited to give the commencement address at my high school. And I got up to the podium and said, surprise. I don't think some of my teachers didn't appreciate the joke. But that's why I want to, I want to, a special congratulations to all of those who are graduating today with A's and B's. But to those who are in C's and D's, don't worry, you too can still be a member of Congress. But seriously, as many of you know, Hopkins Academy is one of the oldest schools in Massachusetts. And now I know times have changed, but the decisions facing Hopkins graduates have remained constant. You have received an incredible education. Now, what are you going to do with it? How are you going to use your knowledge to give back, to volunteer in your community, to make someone feel welcome and included, to speak up when you see someone doing something that you know is wrong? You see, it's important that each of you do great for yourselves, but it's just as important that you do good. You know, technology has shrunk the world in ways that none of us could have imagined. Yet so many of us feel distance, and the challenges we face are only growing more complex. That's where each of you come in. We need you to be on the front lines of our biggest fights, whether it's battling climate change, curing chronic illnesses, developing new technologies, writing thought-provoking stories, or creating beautiful artwork. To put it simply, the world will not get better on its own. It demands your ideas, your efforts, your opinions, and your presence. We need you to not just be in the room, but to be part of the conversation. That's an essential part of what we will keep. That's an essential part of what will keep our country, our democracy, strong and resilient for future generations. Because let's face it, we're living through one of the most testing periods in American history. Voting rights are under attack. LGBTQ plus Americans are facing increasing threats. Women's reproductive rights have been rolled back. Systemic racism is still too much a part of this country. Hate crimes are on the rise. Gun violence is everywhere. And our democracy, taken for granted for generations, is now in question. Now, I'm not saying you have to agree with me on how we solve all these problems. I want everybody to be independent thinkers. But the answers to each of these issues depends on you. It's up to you to join these debates and to leave your mark, because none of us have the privilege to sit these fights out. Now, more than ever, you must stand up for what you believe in, whether it's halfway around the world or halfway down the block. And remember how I said technology has shrunk the world? This is what I meant. The most pressing issues of our time aren't just happening somewhere else on the planet. They're on our TV screens, our smartphones, and our laptops. In many cases, that's a good thing. Information spreads faster than ever, but that means division spreads too, so quickly that sometimes lies outrun the truth. It will be up to you to face these challenges directly. We need you at the select board meetings, at the school board meetings, and at local government forums. We need you to call members of Congress like me when you don't agree with us, but also when you do agree with us. We need you to be wind at our back as we fight for issues like climate justice and healthcare access. The world will not get better on its own. We need you in the room. We need you in this conversation. Now, I know that some of you might be thinking, well, that's a lot of responsibility. And you're right. It is. I'm not saying life after high school will be easy. In fact, a lot of the time you will feel tested. But I'm confident that everyone here today is well prepared to take on our biggest challenges, and you will succeed. In fact, I want each and every one of you who are graduating today to achieve your wildest dreams. I also want you to learn from your failures. You know, the first time I ran for Congress, I lost. It was 1994. Yes, people were alive back then, believe it or not. But for months, my team and I went door to door. We spoke to mothers, fathers, veterans, seniors, young people, and more. I visited small businesses and union halls, laying out my vision on what I would do if I were elected to Congress. It was exhausting. I gave it my all. And when the vote came in, I lost. In every sense of the word, I felt I failed. But when we embrace failure, we don't have to accept it as something final. Ultimately, we have a choice. Will we fail and stop, or will we fail and grow? The old saying that we learn nothing from our successes couldn't be more important, because in the end, we learn a lot from our failures. In 1996, 2 years after my election loss, I ran for Congress again, and this time I won. I was successful because I didn't give up, and you will be too. In fact, if you are sitting here today, you are living proof of that. Graduating from high school, especially one like Hopkins Academy, is no easy feat. From studying for tests, writing research papers, preparing for standardized tests, playing sports, joining clubs, and more, you have had a full and busy plate. You have been challenged, you have grown, and now you have a moment of success. Enjoy it. But life will soon get more complicated. Some of you know exactly what you want to do next, and that's amazing. Some of you don't, and that's okay too. The good thing is you have a gift that none of your parents, teachers, or I can get our hands on more of, and that's time. Remember that it doesn't have to be perfect. You have time to serve your neighbors, time to switch your majors, time to get a new job, to travel the world, to fall in love, and the process that you have time to, and in the process you have time to fail, to get it wrong, then get it really wrong. And you have time to learn, and you have time to grow, and you have time to do great things. So I want to just say, congratulations, class of 2023. Thank you for letting me share this special day with you. I know, all of us in this audience know, your families especially know, that you will do amazing things. And I can't wait to see how you will change the world. Thank you and good luck.
Thank you very much, Congressman. That was a wonderful speech. Next, we're going to get to the very exciting part for the folks behind me. I would like to welcome those who will present the diplomas for our graduates. Superintendent Dr. McKenzie, the chair of the school committee, Humera Fasenhoudin, and from the Board of Trustees, the representative, John Earl. Students, please rise and proceed to the end of the risers. As your name is called, please come forward to collect your diploma and then return to your seat. All right, Caitlin May Kelly. Patrick Joseph Fitzgibbon. Jessica Morgan Markowski. Isabel Mary Ellen Palmisano. Ryan Seamus Quinlan. Sarah Christine Wright. Cameron Alexander Wade. Taylor Ann Berry. Alexandra Marie Gothier. Brooke Cecilia Brashon. Connor Charles Hughes. Avery Eileen Mayer. Marcos Evangelista Carlson. Daisy Elizabeth Venditti. Chloe Grace Jekanowski. Ethan Joseph Matoa. Ashley Uridia Arriaga Escalante. Lindsay Ella Cataret. Gage Wyatt Bowden. Brian Cody Hunter West. Alex Edison Kichizaka Tanzaka. Alexander Joseph Medensky. Pema Dolker Diddick. Kaylin Marai Zakaitis. Casey Ann Pearl. Justin Bruce Stewart. Rebecca Howard. Tegan Whitney Berry. Benson G. Lee. Colin Roger LeBlanc. Martin Paul Merritt. Sage Lauren Reyes. Kyla John. Again, maybe join me in congratulating the class of 2023.
The class of 2023 would now like to take a moment to honor one of our own with the Distinguished Alumni Award. This year, that award is going to Kate Kelly. Kate Kelly's drive and rigor are admired by many. Her professional goal of serving her country and becoming an FBI agent has been her driving force since her high school career here at Hopkins Academy. During her career as an agent, she was selected for a wide range of missions and representations through the Bureau and in her most recent role as Senior Supervisory Resident Agent, leading an investigatory team in Virginia and in New York, representing the Bureau as a leader and investigator in Europe, Africa, the Middle East, Germany, Iraq, serving as a certified police instructor, and acting as the assistant special agent in charge in the counterterrorism program are just naming a few of her impressive accomplishments throughout her career. Her attention to detail, polished skill set, and deep knowledge of her work have paved the way for her to lead investigatory work in over 84 cities and towns, working with 90+ police chiefs from universities and towns. The leadership in the male-dominated field has been modeled and admired by many, especially in her role as certified police instructor and civilian active shooter instructor. Her deep roots and love for her farm town of Hadley are as prominent today as they were for a number of years. She contributes to her town's embedded work ethic and her experiences working on a farm from the age of 14 to her professional and personal perseverance in life. She was a talented triathlete in Hopkins and North Adams State College, where she embarked on her undergraduate studies. She contributes her involvement on the athletic fields and courts to her natural ability to collectively accomplish shared goals when working with a team. Her mother's legacy lives on within her. She is admired and continues to hold true to her mother's passion for community support, respect of education, drive for success, and honor of future local businesses. Kate and her sister have shown their continued love and support of Hadley by creating a scholarship fund in their mother's name, the Sandra Walsh Kelly Foundation. For the past 10 years, Kate has also organized an annual golf tournament to support the funding of the scholarship mission. This annual scholarship supports 2 seniors each year as they embark on their future academic endeavors. The Distinguished Alumni Award is well deserved by this driven woman who continues to break the ceilings and accomplish her goals no matter the sacrifice. Thank you for all you do for Hadley, and congratulations to you, Kate.
Thank you. Certainly thank you to the senior class. I am beyond humbled, very emotional, quite frank, which I wasn't expecting. But thank you very much for that introduction. I thank the senior class. I am extremely proud of this town where I come from. I talk about it regularly, starting in my Hadley roots along the Connecticut River. You know, my days of farming with the Pipchinsky and Hoysburg families, I still talk about to this day. In fact, I used to actually come back and ask the Hoysburg boys if I could still pick tobacco, and they let me from time to time. But Congressman, I echo what your words. I wasn't the best student, and some of my teachers here are probably wondering how I got into the FBI, and my classmates certainly didn't share some of those stories with the FBI. Thank you for that, by the way. But I can honestly say that my time at Hopkins Academy absolutely gave me tools that I needed to survive in the real world. In fact, I don't think she's here tonight, but I was sitting in my science class, and you got guest speakers, and science was the only thing I was good at. Sorry, Mrs. Chapman, I couldn't do math. But Mrs. Nagella welcomed some guest speakers. Mom, I'm going to be an FBI medical examiner. And of course, anybody who knows my mother said, sure, you could do that. That's fine. Clearly, I chose the FBI. And I can tell you that for the last 20 I could be wherever I was in the world, and I used to say to myself, when I was a kid from Hadley, Mass, standing here in this country, the things that I was doing, and I believed in myself, I didn't give up, and I probably should have. And but it truly was because of everything that started in the school and around these hallways. So I greatly stand here humble for this award, which is being great to me. I wish the graduating class of 2023 all the best and all the successes that life has in front of you. And from what I've heard over the last 45 minutes, you guys do a great job. I wish you would sincere congratulations and thank you. Thank you.
I would like to introduce someone who has not only been a remarkable leader, but also a great friend of mine. Our class president, Ashley, has exemplified what it means to be a great leader and has been a committed guide throughout the year. Please join me in welcoming to the stage our senior class president, Ashley Arriaga Escalante, who will be delivering the farewell address.
First off, thank you, Chloe. I want to congratulate all my peers here graduating tonight, and I want to share a small fact about myself. As most of my friends know, I have never been a public speaker, but I stand here today proud of myself because I am now speaking at my graduation in front of what feels like 1,000 people. This milestone has shown me how much a person can grow in a matter of time. I can tell all of you tonight that as a class, each one of us has grown as a student, a peer, and a young adult. But we would not have been able to be here without the people that helped us along the way, without the help of many adults that deserve to be acknowledged. I want to thank the people I admire the most, the people that told me that having a different skin color made me no less than the rest of the world. The people who helped me get here, the people who pushed me to be great so that I could be here today. I want to thank my parents for sacrificing their lives and their families to come to this country and to give me the education that they never got and the lifestyle that they were not able to have. On behalf of all my peers, I want to thank all of the parents present today. Because you guys sacrifice yourselves and push your kids to be better so that they can be well-rounded adults. I know it's scary to watch your kid grow up because growing up is a scary process full of mistakes. But you have done your part, and now you can let go of your kid's hand as they go off to write the rest of their life stories. I want to thank all of the teachers at Hopkins Academy who watched us grow up and were even accidentally called mom or dad. You have pushed us, and it's because of your help that we have achieved so much as we have grown. Even when some of us made you question your profession choice, you still kept pushing us toward success. All of these people have given us advice and their wisdom along our high school journey. One thing that I have been told is that as time passes, memories fade. But for most of us, the memories we have created in this school will be engraved in our hearts and our minds. With each milestone and memory we create, we realize we are getting older. Leaving a place that is part of our daily routine is hard, but I can speak for all of us when I say that it feels good to graduate. This is the marking for the rest of our journey to explore new places, whether it's college, a new job, or traveling the world. It will be a new chapter in our lives. I want to tell my peers to keep the phrase dreams can come true in their hearts, even if it does sound like it comes out of a preschool t-shirt. But it is okay, because preschool is when we started reaching for our goal to be here, our goal to become the bigger kids. We are part of what the future looks like, and we can achieve so much. And being here tonight is a huge example. Sorry, I lost my place. Because we have fully reached our dreams of being high school graduates. We must take what the universe throws at us and become better people from what we go through. Each one of us has lived through so much at Hopkins, but it never stopped us from achieving our end goal of making our families and our parents and our teachers proud when we received our diplomas. We filled the boards in our classes with countdowns to this day, and finally the countdown has reached its end, telling us that it's time to take a step toward our futures, even if it is scary. Leaving a place like Hopkins Academy is bittersweet, but our hearts are tied between being excited to leave and being sad that this is the last time we will be in the same room all together as a class. But we must keep our heads high. We must look forward and try to enjoy the journey that awaits us. Deep down in our hearts, and in my heart, I know that every single one of you will do great things because every one of you has shown that you are fighters. I am proud to say that I am a Hopkins Academy 2023 high school graduate, and you guys should too. And with that being said, congratulations, class of 2023. This is where our true story will begin.
Now please rise as the Hopkins Academy Band, led by Mr. Fazio, will play the alma mater.
And thank you again for being a part of our celebratory ceremony this evening. We are so proud of class of 2023 and wish them the best. As our graduates depart, please remember that we are holding a receiving line in the cafeteria. Please also give our students and staff a few minutes to prepare before joining them. So finally, here is Justin Gould to introduce the departure of the class of 2023.
How's it going, everyone? Good morning. My name is Jason. So I'm going to give a little bit of the context. So I'm going to make a short today. Mrs. Newsom said something that really stuck with me earlier today. She said, "Justin, can you please read off the script?" And that really stuck with me because that's not something that I do. But I'm reading off the script, I guess. Because our class is filled with many shining stars. But as we all know, there's one star that shines brighter than everyone, and that is Queen Stefani. Thank you.